everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura. Welcome back, returning viewers. Welcome, new subscribers. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knit and crochet. So I thought I would take a day out of my very busy week this week, sit down with you and just sit down and chat and catch up on what I've been working on, what I'm making. I haven't got any more finished objects this week, but I have been working on a lot of different things and finishing up some things I started a while ago. Well, yeah, and I'm breathless today already. So right now when I'm filming this is Tuesday, June 10th. So, how is everyone doing? I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. We're having beautiful, beautiful weather here today. I'm sitting in my craft room. I got the windows open. There's a nice breeze. Hope the traffic isn't too loud. We've had a lot of excess traffic going up and down the highway. They're working on putting in a new bridge down the road, so that's exciting. But anyway, okay, and garden updates. I haven't gotten out to film anything else, but things are growing at rapid speed because we've had a few days of very warm days, I should say. We've had some rain off and on, so that really helped. My zinnias are about to break forth and bloom. I've got a couple of them in bloom, so yeah. All right. Well, what I'm wearing is the t-shirt I finished a few weeks back, and I have a tutorial for this. If you're fairly new to knitting or knitting garments, this is a very simple, basic top-down circular yoke sweater. I made it short sleeves for summer, and James C. Brett was the name of the yarn, and I have just a little bit of that left over. This was my leftovers. So I used this shade and then a shade of white in the stripes. So if you're curious about that, go check out my tutorial for that. Now in my playlist, you'll see if you go to my main page, my channel page, you'll see where it says playlist and then it will say tutorials. It should be fairly close to the top. Let's show the picture of this sweater. So yeah, and also too, when I get done filming this today, I'm going to be starting to film the tutorial for this for all of you. A lot of you have been wanting the tutorial for this. This is my poncho made out of cotton. Very comfortable, very light. I wore it to church a few times, out strolling in the evening, just on chilly nights, something nice to throw over. And I didn't show you this last time, but I braided the ends. See that going right down here on the inside? This is the inside you're looking at. Kind of not a very neat job, but I did my best. I braided in all my ends. So that's a little tip for you if you have a lot of ends. And on the tutorial, I've got some fun colors over here. I can grab them all. I've got some really fun colors here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tutorial for you for the poncho. And I'm going to use these colors. This is Drops Cotton Light. You'll find it over at Wool Warehouse, and sometimes they mark it down to 85 cents a ball. It's been as high as $1.29 and at cheap as 80 cents. So it goes kind of up and down. So these are some fun colors, and I thought it would be a fun project and a nice tutorial for you all. It probably will be a week or two before I get it finished and edited and out there. But I just want you to know that I am going to be starting on it this afternoon. So it's a nice day, nice lighting. So yeah, I'm already out of breath. I get days like that. I think it's just menopause. I don't know. Oh my, I have been coming along with some side projects that, I just could not put down. I'll show you here. But anyway, now that I talked about that, we're going to go sail right on along into WIPs. Alrighty, and I'm going to start with something that you haven't seen in a while. And I finally picked it back up. This was a vest I'm knitting for my son. Very nice yarn this is. This is a wool, cotton, and a polyester blend. See if I have the yarn for this. It's kind of a deep green, sea green. Now, this is a very soft worsted weight yarn. Now, I got this over at Amazon, and I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but this was what the color shade, and they call it steel. I don't know why. And it looks gray. When you purchase this shade on Amazon, it looks gray. But it's not. It's like a deep army type green, I think. So, but it's very soft, and I held that double with a very fine strand of merino silk. I'm not sure where I placed that right now. I had the other strand somewhere. I'm not sure where I sat it. Oh, up here. Up here it is. I just held it double with this. This is just a lace weight merino wool. Very fine, very fine. Very fine. So it kind of went good together, and it kind of darkened and toned the green down. And I just have the neck rib and the arm ribbing to do. The bottom, I chose a 100% merino wool 3-weight for the rib. I wanted to give it some contrast color. I have been working on this since last November. It's been so long. It's getting warm now, and he probably won't wear it until fall, but that's all right. He tried it on. It fits him wonderfully. He says, I hope this here around the neck, it's kind of big. And I says, well, once I get that ribbing on there, that's going to close in, and it will. So yeah, I knitted this in the round on I started with the US 7. US 7 is a 4.5 millimeter knitting needle for the rib. Just a 2x2 rib down there. And then I knitted in the round I switched to a size US 10, which is a 6 millimeter. Yeah, I'm still using my chart. A 6 millimeter needle for the body. And I just went around, up and up and up, until I came to the arms here, measuring it for his size, and just cast it off and decreased and just shaped the arms. It's just a self-drafted, basic vest. You can see the whole thing there. So, yep, that's his vest, and I'm sure he really likes it. He says it's very soft and comfortable. It's going to be very warm this winter. So, yeah, I'm just going to put this up, because I won't need any more of that green now. I won't need any more of this for it. I'll be using the other wool. So there's that. Finally gotten back to that. Someone asked if I'd finished the vest for my sons. Only one son wanted the vest. Other son was like, nah, I changed my mind. So that's all right. Maybe I'll make him a hat out of that green instead. Okay, next thing. Okay, I showed you this. I've been showing you this one. I've got it all stuffed in here. I haven't picked this up a whole lot. Probably because it's heating up outside. But this was that cardigan sweater that I am making for myself. And I'm just using 3 strands held together. You've been seeing it, and I haven't really got a lot of progress done on it. I just got a little bit in the body. Not much to show you, but oh, wow, is this ever so soft. It's one of those things you just want to kind of cuddle up with, and it's going to be so nice and cuddly soft when I get it finished. I'm in no hurry because I have all the way till fall to finish this, and it's fine. These are the 3 strands. These are the 3 strands. This one is Willow Stream. It's discontinued now. This is Drops Nord, and this is a silk mohair from Yarnsmiths. And I want to give them a little shout out. Even though I'm not affiliated with them or anything, I do want to tell you that if you work with mohair, give Yarnsmiths mohair a try, because other types of mohair like Drops Kid Silk mohair has long hairs that poke out, as where this does not. This is just as soft, and you can see it's kind of fuzzy, but it does not have long hairs that poke out everywhere. It kind of holds together more, and I like that. I really like that. So, as you can see here on the fabric, it looks fuzzy, but you can tell it doesn't have a lot of hairs poking out, all over the place. As I wish I had that other sweater I could show you what I'm talking about, but I think you understand what I mean. Not all mohairs are the same, and this one I really like. This holds together nicer. So, yeah. And and speaking of that, I went ahead and casted on something else. I'm on a knitting kick lately. Remember when I did that little Happy Mail, and I used it all up, I can't even show you. And I had this, and then I had the yellow Yarnsmiths mohair. Well, I wanted to cast something on. I'll try to hold it up without my yarn going everywhere. See, that's all I have left of that first ball of the yellow mohair. But it got me quite a ways. And I'm designing my own t-shirt that's a V-neck. This is a V-neck t-shirt. Oh, and I love it. I'm going to call it my Sunshine. And when I started my raglan, I kind of went in a half circle. And then after the half circle, I started the knitting, marking off where my arms were going to be on each side, okay? Like that. Let me hold it up this way so you can see the circle. You see, and then what I done was I started increasing on each side going down. And that makes a V-neck. Makes a V-neck. So I've got it divided for the sleeves. I'm out of the yarn now. I don't have any more of the mohair. And this is all I have of the Drops Nord. But look how far I got with just that one ball each. Wow. I got half a sweater almost. And then if you look, there's color striping. There's color striping in there. That's very pretty. Oh, for some reason the light is, kind of went to this bluish tinge. I don't like how the color's showing up, but I like this very much. And what's the other? And this is just some scrap yarn. This was, Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee. hand dye superwash merino wool. It was just a little left over. I'm just going to use it till it's gone because I want to get rid of it. And I'm just putting some fun stripes in there. Now you'll notice the yellow is fading in here. I pulled out some more scrap yarn and kind of color played it. So that's probably why this is lasting as long as it is. And I think I have another ball of that too. That other yellow. It's down in here. I'm going to dig it out for you. Yeah, this is all I have left. Just a little bit of yellow. Oh, this was a fun yarn when it was new. Chair went crooked. What was this yarn? It was a merino wool sock yarn, and I think it was, oh yes, it was Willow Yarns Dahlia. That's discontinued long ago too. I bought it in several different colors and different shades, made so many things. The yellow I have a little bit left, so I thought it would be fun to use up the scraps and put it in my sweater. And it kind of looks neat that way, I think. I think it looks really cool that way. It's just kind of adding a little bit of different yellow in there. I'll probably finish that on down towards the bottom. I'll put in a stripe of it. So yeah, that's my progress on that. The light is not very nice. The light is turning my face purple and the lighting is bluish. But you get the idea. Oh yeah, very, very, very soft, very, very light. I chose the lace raglan for this. Same one as here. So hey, you know, if you go watch that tutorial, you'll learn how to make sweaters like this, and then you can make them any way you want. Any yarn you want, any style you want, really. Okay, yeah. Now, speaking of other types of lace weight yarn, I'm working on this still. Better be careful. I don't have my end caps in there. It's getting bigger. Oh, camera's blowing that out, isn't it? Oh, this is pretty. Isn't that pretty? That is a silk mohair merino alpaca. That's what is on this cone with sparkle. That's all I have left. So it might not be a shawl. It may end up being a scarf, but that's all right with me because I think it's very beautiful. I'm holding it double with this merino wool. Superwash merino wool here. When this one's empty, I do have another, but this cone is all I have left. So the project will be finished once this cone is empty. And these go quite a ways, so we'll see. We'll see how far I get on that. I am knitting this on a US side. Let's see. I'm knitting this on a 4.5 millimeter 4.5 millimeter knitting needle. I almost said crochet hook. Silly me. But yeah, that's an ongoing project. That one I can kind of take in the car and take along with me. Hoping I'm going to have enough for shawl, but we'll see. It's all right if I don't, because I'm making another shawl that is red. Yes, it's red too. And I'm looking for my crochet hook. We don't want to have another. I'm not sure. Oh boy. It might be out front in my chair. But I am working on this. That's very pretty, isn't it? That's very pretty. I'm into red this week. This is super, super light and lacy. You want to know why that's so lacy and light? I mean, it can almost float. It's so light. That's how light it is. I am using this Willow Stream lace weight merino silk blend, and I'm using it on a 5 millimeter crochet hook. Yes, large crochet hook, because this recommends I think this recommended a 3 millimeter? No, 2 millimeter, 2 point, get it right, Laura, 2.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm using a 5. Boy, my face is red. I don't know if it's the lighting or if it's just my menopause or hot flashes. Who knows? It's only 10:15 in the morning, and I got the whole day yet pretty much ahead of me. Only thing I finished this morning was laundry, dishes, weed pulling in the garden. That's about it. So, alrighty, and it's beautiful. And I have a tutorial for this pattern as well. It's just a simple granny stitch with broken up with rows of double crochet. So, not a shawl yet. Not a shawl yet. Very teeny, very tiny little shawl. Very tiny, open, lacy, perfect for summer. I'm hoping to finish it by the time I go down to camp. So that's right, yeah. Last year I went to camp, stayed down there a whole week with my church family. Loved it, loved it, loved it. It was nice. I mean, we had air-conditioned rooms and all the things, and oh, the food. Oh, the fellowship and the fun. It's wonderful. So when I go down there this year, it'll be my little break from YouTube, and hopefully I can finish this before then. So I'd like to take this along. So, yep, 5 millimeter crochet hook, lace weight wool. You get a very super light and lacy shawl. I started out, oh, where is it? I'm trying to get it. Oh boy, way down at the bottom. I started out with this. This is no, not Willow Stream. This is Fibra Natura by Webb's Fibra Natura Whisper Lace. This one was Whisper Lace. And then I knew I was running out, so I wanted to put this on, and then as I get towards the bottom of my shawl, I'm going to stripe this in so it kind of gives it some fun and color play. So, yeah, just a simple granny stitch and for 3 rows, and then 2 rows of double crochet. I have a tutorial for it if you want to see how to do the stitch pattern. It's in my tutorials. It's the one where I had that purple stripy shawl. That was the shawl that has that stitch pattern. All right, well, that's not all I have. I have 2 more. And this last one I showed you last week, and I talked a little bit about it. I had just started it then, and I had it as a 2x4 basket stitch. I didn't like it. I told you I was going to be frogging it back. I frogged it completely out, because I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And the yarn that I'm using here is Drops Andes. I'd love to get this in another shade. Drops Andes. This has got a blend of, it's a chunky blend of alpaca and wool. And it's, I'll tell you the percentage here. It's on the inside, I think. They always get me on these labels. Well, it's got to tell me somewhere. There we go. No. I do not know. It just says a blend, and it doesn't have it on the label anywhere. I'm looking for the... I'm probably overlooking it's what's going on. Yes, I did. It's such fine print. It says content 65% wool and 35% alpaca. Now this shade here is the mix shade. And if you want one that's got tones in it, if you look real close, I don't know if you can see it on camera. It might just look like a plain off pink color. But in person, it's got tones of turquoise and cream, a little bit rose. It's kind of a mix of colors. But if you've never worked with this, oh, I suggest you try it because it is so incredibly squishy soft. Oh, squishy soft. Well, that was a mouthful. Now, that yarn is a number 6 bulky. It recommends a size 13 knitting needle, which is a 9mm. I'm using a 11, which is, oh, excuse me, which is an 8mm. I'm using an 8mm needle for this. And I'm just making myself a one-piece. What is this? Well, this is slip over your head. Slip over my head, I mean. And it's going to come straight down. And I've got the front done. And I'm going to have to block it because this is wanting to curl in. And on the sides, this is a garter stitch. Knit 3 stitches every single row. So here is the pattern if you want to make one. Get yourself some bulky yarn. Cast on a number of stitches that's half of your dimensions around your body. If you're 48 inches, then you know half of that's going to be 24. You might want to give an extra inch if you want extra positive ease. I did. Then when you get that measurement, just do a rib. Any way you want to do your rib. It doesn't have to be my rib. Mine's a 1x1 rib for however long you make it. And when you get so far in your rib, then come up on the edge and start your garter row. That's going to be knit 3 stitches every single row because you're going to be, this is stockinette, where you knit 1 row and then you purl. But on the purl row, be sure to do your 3 stitches. That's what I done for my sides. And then for the neck, I came up so far. And when I came here, I bound off a number of stitches, finished the row, came back, casted on the stitches for the back of the neck, and continued that way. That way it's perfectly seamless. And what I'm planning on doing when I get the back done, you're probably thinking, gosh, she knitted that up awful fast. That's the yarn. It's the yarn and the needle size. When you're working with bulky and a larger needle, I'm out of breath again. Excuse me. My apologies. Anyway, when you're working with larger yarn and a larger needle, it will go quite fast. So anyway, I'm just going to work down the back, and then I'm going to make I-cord ties to tie on the sides. So I saw that on YouTube a while back, and I thought it was really neat. Lady was showing hers. There you can see. There you can see it, the ridge. I'm going to have to block it because it is wanting to curl in, but I don't know. Maybe once I get my ties on, maybe I'm thinking it's going to straighten out. It'll probably straighten itself out once I get the ties on there. But yeah, hopefully I'll have that done. I'm not sure about this week. We'll see. So that's the front. And then for the neck, I'm just going to do the rib the same as I've done down here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough. I have this one, and I have this one, and oh, that's so soft and squishy. I am a wool lover. I am a wool lover. We'll see. We'll see if I have enough. I did order another one. It's coming in the mail, so. Oh yeah, I'm just a wool lover, and I'm sure you are too. Every time I go by a farm, oh, sheep! I want to go over there and ask if they can shear some wool, because I would love to do that. I would love to take a whole fleece from one sheep, have it shorn, wash it, card it, spin it, dye it, if I decide to dye it. That's on my future projects. for future plans. No time soon, but the only thing I done close to that was a couple of years ago. I got half a pound of Romney, and it came to me unprocessed. So it was just dirty wool, what we call dirty wool. And I just did the steps and spun it, and it was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. I made mittens and a hat out of it. I think I put it in some socks and that I gave away. Some of it's in a cape that I made a couple years back. If you watch my older videos from over a year ago, some of those videos I talk more about wool and spinning, because back then I was doing a lot of the things, you know. As with now, I'm not so much, but I'd like to get back into that in the future, yeah. So, have I showed you everything? No, almost. Yeah, this here, I'm using an old hook for. It has a letter H, and I have no idea what size that is. Anyone knows, you can tell me. Letter H. I'm thinking it's a size 5.5. Maybe? I don't know. But, what am I doing? I'm making another one. The same pattern. Ooh, you can also make it in acrylic. And if you get kind of a stripy yarn here like this Signet Color Rush DK, 100% premium acrylic yarn, it'll stripe up for you. But I don't know how it will do once I get way down, you know. Once I get way, way down. But the reason I did this, that's a cute little collar, huh? The reason I did this is so I could show on my tutorial that, yes, you can do this with acrylic. You don't have to have cotton if you don't have it. If you want to say, hey, Laura, well, I haven't got that cotton and I haven't got any money to go spend on many more yarn, just pull yarn from your stash. You can do acrylic or whatever. It may be a little warm wearing this time of year, as cotton will not, but yeah, you can use any yarn. So I just wanted to show you what that looked like with this. So I think, oh, where's my hook? I think I talked myself right on out now. It's 32 minutes. Yeah. I want to show you this too. I have been working on it. You haven't seen this for a while. You probably thought, oh, what happened to her latch hooking? Well, whoop. That's not good. I had strings in there. I'm working on it a little bit here and there. It's coming along, you can see. I've got like 4 more rows that I put in. 4 more rows. So I'm hoping to finish this before winter anyway. Yeah. I need to stop casting on things so I can get things finished, you know. Yeah, but I really enjoy working on this. I just sit down and when I'm not too busy or that, and yeah. That'd be a good thing to take to camp. Good project. And one of these days, I'm going to do a podcast talking all about languishing whips. You got those hanging around? I sure do. Things I haven't looked at or picked up in months or years. Shame. Yeah, I don't shame myself. It's just things I started and I lost the momentum and I didn't like the way it was turning out. So, yeah, some I may get back to, some I may not. Who knows? But anyway, all right, well, I'm going to let you go now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Share my videos with anyone you like. And all of you take care and have a wonderful week. And I will see you again on the next one. Bye, friends.